Hello, welcome to the Collaboration Generator. This video is answering one question. How do you make collaboration happen in a network or online cohort? Let me answer this question for you. You need three things: commitment to doing it. You need to actively and publicly say that this is a goal of yours, that you want to improve your collaboration in your networks. This is something that you want to have happen. So there's a commitment to doing it. It doesn't just happen all at once. You need good facilitation. So in your workshops, in your online cohorts, whatever it is that you're doing, your events, that you have a little bit of training for your facilitators. You let them know that this is something that you want to encourage. You give them some hints and tips and some simple tools to help them. So that's important. And then the third one is storytelling. It's making visual storytelling, online storytelling, verbal, written. You need to tell the story of collaboration and how it happens in your network. And I want to go through some tools and systems that we've created here at Collaboration Generator that will help you to do that. This first map, and you can go and click on it down below and look at the examples, is a visual story of how the connections are happening in your, and in this example, in a small cohort. So in this case, we've mapped the sectors, the tech, and the impact, and we have tools to help you explore that with your group. Here's another example of a larger network. This is a how are we connected map that looks at the sectors, the tech, and the impact. And as a facilitator, when you're discussing this and showing this to your class or your large network or your workshop, these are actually movable, and click down and take a look at them. And you can explore the connections between some very strategic groups that you've put together. So that's an example. What you're wanting to do with this storytelling is tell the story of this network. How are we connected? What work are we doing together? What are our goals? And what are some interesting things that are happening within this network to get their ideas going of how they might collaborate with each other? These are movable, so make sure you click down and you can play with this. The next one is taking a look at, now this is a different view, this is a different story you're telling. So now you're looking at, do our goals actually align? And the insight here with collaboration is you could be in the same industry, but what if your goals really aren't aligned? It's not going to be a great collaboration. But you could be in a different industry but have very similar goals, and wow, there's an opportunity there. So people align and collaborate for different reasons, and you want to go through and explore the stories around how that could help them for different reasons and different ways of collaborating. This is another map, which also tells the visual story of your network. Do our companies align? Like, sometimes the small companies want to work with smaller companies. Sometimes they're looking to work with bigger companies. Some of the bigger ones may want to work together, or they may want to work with smaller companies. So this is just another way of showing people your connections. What do we have in common? What's different about us, and how we might work together. And there's ways that you want to connect these concepts with each other, and we'll talk about that in our training programs. And the fourth map that comes in the Collaboration Generator package is the geographic clusters. So regardless of whether you're doing a national program, a provincial program, or a global program, people are interested in where they are. So that's another part of the story. You could find, hey, we're right next door to each other. Why don't we go have a cup of coffee and get to know each other? Or you could have some interesting connections all over the world. But people in the age of the internet, they're going to want to know that. So that's another very important way that collaborations gets encouraged in a network or a group. So there's lots of tools and techniques and ways to to learn how to be committed to it, to learn how to facilitate this so that in ways that encourage trust, encourage collaboration, that make it a fun exercise to do, that gets that feeling in the group. This is going to happen. Wow, this is so many opportunities here. And then finally, there's some tools and techniques to do some exploratory and engaging visual storytelling. And of course, alongside of these maps that you're creating, you can also create case studies and interesting stories to go along with it and integrate them in. So that's what the collaboration generator is all about. We have tools, techniques, and education programs to set these maps up in easy and simple ways, and how to teach them and integrate them into your amazing programs where people are going to collaborate like crazy. So I'd just like to end with a quote from a woman in Canadian clean tech, a leader that I've been inspired by, and that's Jeanette Jackson at Foresight Canada, who says Canada's future economy is innovative, green, and clean tech driven. Collaboration is the way to get us there. I really believe that, and I believe that there's ways that we can do it better and make some amazing things happen. So thank you very much, and go ahead and make sure you click on those maps below and have some fun moving some of the images around. Thanks very much.